Hi everyone, in last week's video I announced the purchase of a new camera with the intention of using it for family and personal work. This little bad boy. A £500 workhorse from 10 years ago, the A6000. Approximately £500 used, and the pancake 35mm 2.8 E-mount also. So a very tight package. I promised this video would be putting it to the test. Can you identify which image is which from the small and compact Sony A6000 or a much more expensive Sony A9 with a 35mm G Master on it? This video will test the Sony A6000 with the 35mm 2.8 E-mount pancake lens against my Sony A9 and the 35mm 1.4 G Master. One costs around £500, the other closer to £4,500 to £6,500 depending on when you purchase the body and lens. That's some difference in cost. Do you think we'll be able to see £4,000 plus of better image quality? Let's find out. I will in a future video take the A6000 to second shoot a wedding and run it through its paces in a professional setting. I'm very confident in my abilities and I know the camera can do what I need it to do, so that video will be very interesting. Anyway, back to the here and now. Coming up will be some behind the scenes footage filmed on the Osmo by my wife, and the photos will come up along the way. The photos will be on screen for around 6 seconds, 3 seconds per photo, i.e. A or B. Make a note on a piece of paper or in your head which image you think was shot on the A6000 and which was with the A9. And that part of the video is coming up right now. It's so small. Right, same again. Come on. Right, we'll head down there.
Oh, you're so...
Again, massive thanks to Charlotte. She's a star for helping me out on such short notice. After we said goodbye, I took the missus for some food. We had Greek gyros, if you wanted to know. I took a couple more A and B photos of a bottle and the food sign outside, so let's take a look at those. Right, so you think you're clever, you think you got them all correct? Let's find out. Okay, so all the images categorized A were the A9 and B was of course the A6000. The biggest giveaway was simply depth of field. To get the equivalent depth of field on the A9 with the G Master, I would have had to set it at roughly f5.6, as you can see from this photo comparison. So spotting the correct image shouldn't have been too hard, especially for a working professional, but hopefully you can see the image quality is just as good from both. This video is comparing the A9 versus the A6000. So let's see if you're as confident if I use the £2,000 G Master on both camera bodies. Again, camera 1 or camera 2, decide which is which. So again, well done if you got it. Camera 2 was the A6000 with the G Master attached. Both cameras capturing 6000 by 4000 pixel images. The only difference and the giveaway is the A6000 is a crop sensor which affects the depth of field, even with a 1.4 lens attached. So you can see a small difference between the photos, but ask yourself, had I displayed 50 photos taken with the A6000 and the 35mm G Master instead of the pancake, would you know they were taken on a sub £500 camera from 10 years ago? I guarantee you wouldn't. So again, well done if you got it. Camera 2 was the A6000. And again, this all comes back to cameras are a tool. You don't need the latest and greatest. It's nice to have, and if you can afford the best, you might as well get the best. But if you're starting out or looking to save a few pounds, don't be afraid to pick up older tech, especially on the used marketplaces such as MPB, where I picked this little bad boy up. So if you're looking for a pocketable camera for personal or family work, this combination is pretty nice. I'll do a 1-year review in 12 months time and see if I still like it. I'm pretty sure I will, but I should have a lot more images to showcase to you. For now, I hope that video was helpful and interesting and mildly entertaining, and I'll see you in the next video. See you around.